Family, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday to everyone. Happy Sunday, my lovelies. Look here, family. May I tell us in Jamaica, always a kip, Always a kip. Good evening, happy Sunday to you all. Blessings, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just let me know that you can hear me and I am live and in effect. Now listen, family. Our illustrious Crime Minister, Mr. Condrew, say Jamaica is not in a recession. Family, we are in a static state of corruption and criminality. Condrew he admit that there are challenges, air quotes, challenges, and that challenges to the economy rebounding from impact of weather challenges. You might blame God, natural causes for hurricane and tropical storm. He said that by all accounts, Jamaica is not in a recession, but the economy is strong and will rebound. Mr. Man, if we're not in a recession, what a rot did we rebound from? Andrew, we are all not stupid and we're not fools. And we're not falling for the okie doke anymore. Like you say, we are holding you accountable, sir. You told us that, remember we say, as part of your campaign promises, or your campaign lie, if you will, we must hold our elected officials accountable. And we're doing that. We are doing that. And you talk about the economy will rebound. Wanting to your speech where you talk about you're doing the best and the economy and the work on the economy and you are seriously, utterly incomprehensible. Utterly incomprehensible. I just don't know, sir. I just don't know. You out here chat about all this foolishness you talk about, with the country not in no recession. How come it's not in a recession? And how come, me say, how come you are talking about it will rebound? If the economy is not in a recession, what are we rebounding from? What in the bejesus are we rebounding from? Tell me now. Tell us, sir. Because rebounding mean, in my little pea brain, rebounding means you're coming back, you're bouncing back. You're coming back from bad and getting to good. Are you coming back from worse and getting to better? But we're not in a recession. So what are we rebounding from? What are we rebounding from? Listen to this old liar man. Mr. The man, Jesus have mercy. The man lie. Hear ya. Listen to him with a mouthful of lie, people.
I've seen reports suggesting that the economy is in recession. Recessions are a natural part of what is called the business cycle. Sometimes the economy goes up, sometimes it goes down. Under the PNP, the economy never went up. It was always either flatlining or declining. What we have managed to achieve here in Jamaica is a resilient economy, meaning that when unexpected things occur, we are able to respond to it, absorb the shock, and grow after. So there was an unexpected thing that happened in September, in July, in November of 2024. We had a hurricane, and that hurricane damaged significantly the agriculture sector. It disrupted electricity supply and created great damage, particularly along the south coast and the southwest coast of the island. Now, that has an impact on economic performance. And then we had a sustained period of rains leading to another tropical storm, Raphael, which again impacted the agriculture sector, impacted tourism, impacted commerce in general. But not only that, it destroyed our road network. And this government has been able to deal with everybody who was affected by the hurricane. Over 14,000 persons have benefited with not some small grant, big grants like $400,000 to repair their homes. And it is still going on now. We're still in the field helping people who have not yet got their grants. We have assisted the farmers, and the farmers, I must thank the farmers. They went back out into the field and they have started to produce again. The latest report on consumer confidence and business confidence shows that both are rising, so that the outlook and the expectation of people is that the economy is going to do well. Jamaica is not in a recession. Recession is not only that economic growth has declined for 2 quarters. It is a necessary condition if you want to say that there is a recession, but it's not sufficient because you need to look at other variables, other factors. Unemployment. If the economy declines significantly, then you would expect to see a rise in unemployment. That is not happening. Consistently, we are showing very good unemployment figures. And in fact, we have been showing consistently for the last decade a decline in unemployment, and we are now at the lowest ever unemployment figure. When you look at businesses going, as I stand here, I see several trucks passing with aggregate. Where are they going to with the aggregate? They're going to build. So people are investing, people are building. So the economy is growing still, right? The challenge is that we have been hit by some shocks. And we are existing in a time when we will have quite a bit of shocks. And our mindset and mentality must change. We must be able to stand up and take the blows, absorb them, get back on our feet and grow. Nobody is coming to save us. Nobody is giving us any favors. It's a new world. And this administration recognized that long ago, which is why we have been preaching to you, the people. We want you to be economically independent. That is what we want you to be, economically independent. You can stand on your own 2 feet, earn your own income, push your own key, make your own decisions. The Jamaica Labour Party, the government that I represent, has changed the mentality of Jamaicans. Amen. We don't believe in dependency. Amen. We don't want nothing from nobody. We're going to do it on our own, with our own resources.
Wanna hear the lion man? Wanna hear the lion man? We're going to be independent. When nobody now come through, we nobody now can help we. We're going to stand on our own 2 feet, and we're going to do it independently. Sir, you talk about how plenty people bounce back and are resilient. Their new buzzword. After all of this, we had problems. Challenges, his favorite word too, challenges with hurricanes and tropical storms and all this other foolishness. You might blame natural causes? No. You might blame natural causes. Sir, the country got billions of dollars from other countries throughout the world to help with hurricane relief and tropical storm relief. And other monies prior to hurricanes and tropical storms to build infrastructure, build up the infrastructure of the country. And yet the money disappear, nowhere to be found, unaccounted for, except in your 28 bank accounts. And nobody hear anything of anything. Nothing was done. No infrastructure built up. And to come with a mouthful of lie just before Hurricane Beryl and talk about how ready, have all these things in place for Hurricane Beryl, and have how many shelters built and how many shelters are available. Dead man come out and say, we have 60 shelters. more closer to what the truth is. Then you have little Matthew, the Matt will love to chew, come out and say 780 shelters. Of course, this is all while they're on international television. And then you, Mr. Liardmouth Condrew, come and say right behind look at Matthew talk about we have over 900 shelters for people to go for Hurricane Beryl. How come nobody know and hear about any of the shelter them? How come when I like to do PR stunting and picture tech and video tech and come out with all these beautiful and wonderful things and pictures and video? How come not one of them ever go in a one of the shelter them bring camera because you love to bring camera and videographers with you to go take a video or a picture of one of the shelters that was up and ready and fully stocked and ready to run to help people for people to come and ride out the storm. How come nobody see none of them they shelter there? Eh? And you talk about over $400,000 worth of monies were given to people for hurricane relief. Listen, I need all who receive any part of this $400,000 what this liard say hurricane relief money what then give out. Send me a WhatsApp message. Tell me how much you get. Tell me if your roof is back on. Tell me if your window is back in. Tell me if your house bill back. Because this a liard man just a come talk out both sides and neck. Me want put it in the comment section if you're here. Tell me how much Hurricane Beryl relief money or from Tropical Storm Raphael, how much money wanna get to fix back on a damaged house and property. Because this a man Jesus him lie. And him they lie again, and talk about how we bounce back. How we bounce back after Hurricane Beryl and after Tropical Storm Raphael. St. Elizabeth people, St. Elizabeth people, how much are gonna get burial relief money for build back on a house, for put on back on a roof, for upgrade your place back to what it was before the storm blow through? How much are gonna? The road them a wash straight in a St. Elizabeth and all the other parishes. Them fix back yet? But this liard old cancro, I come talk foolishness about how much hundreds of thousands of dollars then give out. Then give out. Yeah, and then he might come talk about we not rely on nobody but ourselves. We're going to stand on our own 2 feet. But sir, why is it when everybody trying to make a way for themselves and stand on their own 2 feet, why is it you come and chop out their foot from under them? Why you chop out your foot from under us? As soon as it look like say we're moving up one rung on the ladder, why you come chop out your foot from under we? You go White River, you chop up the people them raft, licensed rafters, licensed rafters that them have to go to government office go pay for their license for run the raft. You go chop up them raft. Then you get Mr. Chin, however many of the Mr. Chins you get, they go extort money from the people them, the same rafters. You, Mr. Condrew, you big nose Condrew, and your big hoof size 13 wife, bulldoze down them the people in farmland. But you're helping. We have to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps because nobody now come for help we. And the people them trying to help themselves and all gonna do is lick them down at every turn. You, Mr. CM Demolition Man, go Bernard Lodge and go bulldoze down people's house. Bulldoze down the people them house who are trying to make a life for themselves and their family, They buy the land down there. Them have receipt for them money for the land. You got Parliament go lie and tell Parliament say gangsters down there. And gangsters creating havoc and doing all kinds of things down in a Bernard Lodge and go down there with the, find the people them almost overnight and bulldoze down their house. Lie, under lie. You thief people land right in front of their eye with promises of building them houses. Same house them what they need land for building them. Same house that they need land to build for you to build house on. But then you walk around about preach prosperity and how you're helping the country. And then you have the audacity and the nerve to come sit down and talk about where Jamaica is not in a recession. If big first world country like America is in a recession, who the ratted say a little bit of a third world country like Jamaica is not? And if there's no recession, again, me ask, what the hell we have to rebound from? Why, when you lie and thief, you know. G's and P's and me say, this man, there is no trust. There is no trust in any word that come out of this man's mouth. Not a bit of trust. You can't trust anything that come out of his mouth. Nothing whatsoever. Cause in thief, them always a thief and always a lie. Always a thief and always a lie. You can't trust me say not a word. Not a word. Not a way them a thief the people them. Them a annex or make Portmore another parish. This is a classic case of a thief voting on. Because now that they make Portmore a parish, they are redistricting and drawing new boundaries and new areas and new lines to make Portmore a new parish. So they have to do redistricting. And what's happening? Portmore is a PNP stronghold. So them say, we can't have that happen anymore. So before the general election, before the next election, yes, the general election, them have to make Portmore a 15 parish, redistrict, redraw the boundaries, and put part of Portmore in a Spanish town to force PNP into JLP stronghold. Force them into JLP stronghold so the opposition party will lose, according to their crooked teeth in thinking, they're going to lose some of their PNP voters to JLP. It not happen. It not happening. They said they've gone ahead and made Portmore another parish, changed the boundaries, and then taken away many of the opposition voters by them essentially are changing the people's address. Them changing their address from Portmore to Spanish Town, St. Catherine, or wherever. People who buy them house and build them house in a Portmore never expect that this would happen and their address would change to, like I said, to Spanish Town or St. Catherine or wherever them put them. They change the boundaries to put them in whatever city or town. What kind of, Mr. Jesus, what kind of blatant chickini business is this? What kind of blatant chickini business is it? And the people are not having it, you know. They are not having it at all because them out there protest. And this is what we need to do more of, people. We need to do more of this. We need to protest more. Anything we have against the government, because look here now, you know, our opposition party and our opposition leader is being very quiet. And we're not having it. We don't need to go out there and dance and chant and stomp and make noise, me say. Make noise about the wickedness, crookedness, and corruption what Condrew go on with. See the people them in a Portmore, yeah?
People almost came out to cast their vote for a mayor, be it JLP or PNP, less than a year ago. And now you're telling them, or want to tell them, that they no longer will have a directly elected mayor. You promised us in 2016 that when you won 100 days, within the first 100 days, you would be one setting a term limit for election. 100 days to come yet after 9 years. Same promises you want to give the people of Portmore. You promised us that you would have set within 100 days a time for election, a timeline for election. 9 years, 6 days after, no timeline has been set. You said also that you would have put something in place to impeach corrupt politicians. And a couple days ago, we were ranked as number 3 within the English-speaking Caribbean as the most corrupt country as a small island. Mr. Holness, time come. The people of Portmore, the people of Portmore, we're tired of you. We're tired of you. We're tired of you. We're tired of you. Time come. Time come. Portmore, currently, we have over 30. We're boasting 350,000 people in Portmore. And we don't have a hospital. We don't have a market. We don't have a cemetery. We don't have a local board of health. We don't have a pound. We are just there fighting. And now you're giving us bundle promises. Promises that when you turn us into a parish, we'll get all of those. We can't work. We're tired of the promises. We're tired of the promises. We're tired of the promises and the gerrymandering. Time come, Mr. Holness. You have lost your lustre. Time to pack your bags and go.
Tell them, people. Tell them. Pack your bags and go home, Condrew. Come out of your big old Rockstone man strand. Take a walk out your gate and step up on the prison mobile and let them drive you and all your crooked cronies, you, your big hoof wife, and all your crooked cronies, them straight to the prison cell. Straight. No more hanging around. We're done with you. We're tired of you. You have to go. Family, let me just bless up everybody that has joined me so far this afternoon. Sharon Bernard, welcome, my love. Have a blessed weekend yourself. Thank you for joining me. Empress Deb, darling, thank you for being here. I appreciate you so very much. Patel Crookshank, yeah, welcome, honey. Yes, this man, that crooked Condrew, he more than something else. He is more than something else. Him with old liar, pussy eye, 2-car garage, no self. Wicked man, wicked. Colin, welcome, darling. Blessings to you. Thank you for joining me and thank you for being here. Janet Brissett, you say good night. Okay, so you must be across the pond. Welcome, honey. Thank you for being here. I think I did ask you one time, if you have family, Brissett family in Mercer. I have a Brissett cousin in New York. We have to check the family tree, Lobby. Thank you for being here. EM, welcome, honey. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. I appreciate you so very much. Yes, my lovely people. Like up the live while on here in a family. Like up the live. Share it out. Share it out. Share it out. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that Debbie Jervis TV is here. I mean, I push out my head out here and I make some noise and I bark after some people and I try to blaze a little fire under them. We have to do it, people. We have to do it. Miss say the crooked JLP party to rot it. It's full of criminals, from the Prime Minister on down. The man's statutory declarations can't be certified and verified for 4 years now, Condrew busy fighting the Integrity Commission in court because he want them to allow him to continue to thief. Although when him and I run around with him mouth full of lie in a campaign promise and all sort of media blast. We must leave the anti-corruption agencies alone and let them do their job. Leave them alone and let them do their job. And he make sure he point out, say, especially the opposition. Especially the opposition. Leave the anti-corruption agencies alone. So, Mr. Sir, Mr. Condrew boy, sir, why you not leaving the Integrity Commission alone? What you have them up in court for? You set the rat trap and things say opposition go and get caught in the rat trap. Don't forget, it was the opposition's party when they were in power that the inception of Integrity Commission was brought to fruition. And they never get to implement it because they were voted out of office. And you take it up now, things say a cream cheese or a cheesecake. And you're going to implement it and put it into action. And then warn people, leave the Integrity Commission, leave the policing, the anti-corruption agencies alone. Leave the policing, anti-corruption agencies alone. Make them do their job because we holding people accountable. And we not go have no this and no that and no tara in our office. It's going to be strictly honest, straight down the middle. Yes, but you come in and then things say the people on the Integrity Commission did have and still have actual integrity. You didn't think so them the ones that you're handpicking to put as become members of the Integrity Commission. You didn't think so them actually have integrity and they was going to catch your backside in a rat trap. You never think so. But see it you now, your words come back to bite you in the backside. You will tell people, I mean, no, say opposition, you not talk. Must leave the policing agencies and the anti-corruption agencies alone. Make them do their job. You weren't talking about yourself because you just knew you had handpicked the people that was going to come and hug you up and rub up your sour balls and make you get away with everything and all the corruption and thievery and crookedness you wanted to do. Not so. Not so. I know that it has happened and them decide to hold your backside accountable. Yeah, fight them in a court. Where they do that at? How that work? Your pontificate and your pronouncements and you come with your loud lying mouth to leave them alone, make them do their job. They are doing their job and they catch your crooked backside in a rat trap. So why now? Why you not leaving them alone? Why you not leaving them alone and answering to their questions? What you have them up in a court for? Is that leaving the Integrity Commission alone to do their job by taking them to court because they catch your crooked backside in a rat trap? Sir, we're not fools. We're not idiots. You and your criminal crony then get catch. You know, I have to do a little bit more research because since Mr. Condrew Coleman, the most corrupt, crooked, crime lie minister in Jamaica, has not declared his declaration, his statutory declaration, has any one of the members of the JLP party done that? Anybody sign and submit their statutory declarations? Anybody in the JLP party? Me don't hear peep out of nobody about that. Because say all them know for do. I come out loud, wrong and strong. Excuse me, when them do anything halfway decent. Loud and proud, wrong and strong. I don't hear not one single peep out of any one of the JLP members of parliament come and say they submitted their declaration and it was verified and certified and them not nothing to worry about. How much I want to do it? How much of unu? We know say unu not do it now because unu prime minister, unu head guinea gog, now do it and unu following suit. All unu do and the crookedness. And the wickedness and the thief just a walk around and a hug up the thievery and the crookedness. And nobody, none of unu green lizard sign no statutory declarations. I wonder how come. I wonder how come. Jeez and peas, this man, mighty God. No, me say, him and in criminal crony them. Here's the latest. Here is the latest thing, my lovely people. Condrew and in criminal crony them. I hug up more criminality in the JLP party, you know. Them a hug up more criminality to rotted because them gone back to bringing criminals and crooks and domestic abusers back into the fold. George, right? See there? They did kick him out, you know, because when the video surfaced about him beat up a woman, him common law wife at the time with stool, metal stool, and it came out. They kick him out of the party. But all of a sudden now, him go claim say they went to couples counseling and they went for how long and they ended up marrying and now he's good now and he's in good standing now. So they're bringing him back in the fold. First and foremost, that woman who got married to this Jankro, she's suffering from what we call Stockholm syndrome, where the abused is in love, fall in love, and is in admiration of their abuser. Stemming from lack of self-esteem, stemming from always being beat down verbally and physically. And make them think say nobody else go and love them, nobody else go and put up with them, nobody else go and can take them. So it is me or nothing. And this woman, after they claim so then go sit down talk with therapist, she married to him. Lady, once an abuser, always an abuser. I don't business what nobody wants it, just like once a rapist, always a rapist. Once a murderer, always a murderer. I don't care how much you go to therapy, how much you go to prison and you seek and find God, you're still a murderer. All of that, none of that take away the fact that you murder somebody, you abuse somebody, you rape somebody. And that right there is a classic case of Stockholm syndrome. Let's say, them a bring back the dirty Jankro, George wrong, back into the fold. See them having pan flyer. Figure speak at some youth conference. Now you tell me, what the hell could he, first of all, what the hell could he tell my child or my youth that would be beneficial to them? Sir, there is nothing on God's green earth that you could say to me or my child to make me listen to you. Why them having pan flyer as speaker, I don't know. But it's a way of sliding him back into the JLP party under the radar that them not think nobody going to notice. He been cozying up to them for the longest time. Although when them pitch him out, him go apply for get back in at the party and them a hem and a ha and giving it time and giving it time till people calm down with the fact that say him beat up the woman with stool in a public, metal stool in a public, and it on video. And then they making go him claim say then go take counseling and then I make it cool and I make it cool because the porridge was too hot. Then couldn't just jump and say, all right, you apply for come back in. You go get therapy and you apply for come back in. Can we put you in now? No, the porridge was still too hot. Still too hot. They couldn't bring him back so quick. So they make the porridge cool and make the porridge cool. And now see ya, they must slide him right back in now, you know. Them I talk about say them can see where the therapy has helped because he has now married the person that he was abusing, and that all of a sudden now that makes him a good person. Sir, you are no good person. You are not a good person. The old junker them in an office there in the JLP party just a hug up. Me say them hug up the domestic violence like say them not eat ice cream to rotted. And you know, me still ask the women in parliament. Where them voice there? One voice there. Ladies, where the hell are your voices? How come when this man beat up this woman in a public and it was on video, not one of you come out and open their mouth and say, Pem, where the hell are your voices to stand up to all these old rusted, musty, dusty, crusty old man them in office? Or should I talk up the things from way back when? Or should I talk up things about protecting women and girls? Starting right there in your wheelhouse of parliament. What happened to you? What happened to you? The whole on in there going like say, "Una abuse women to rotted." I don't have to keep on the mouth shut. Like cat got your tongue. Like cat got your tongue. I don't get it. I don't understand that next string. This is just ridiculous. Miss say, and the next dirty criminal. What them I bring back, you know? The next dirty criminal what them I bring back to the fold is the former Speaker of the House. May hear people are call her Mama D. Don't freaking call her Mama D, because that is my nickname and my pet name for my children's friends who are referring to me when my kids was in high school and middle school and high school, and me always chaperoning and engaged with my children's educational process. I met go on school field trips and whatnot and supply children on my bus with snacks and whatever, and they calling me. They don't want to call me by my last name and they cannot call me by my first name, so I got the moniker Mama D. Una don't call this old crook no Mama D, yeah? Don't call her that because she's a damn criminal. She's a crook, she wicked, and she thief. That's why she had to step down. Granted, her party threw her under the bus, but she needed to be thrown under the freaking bus. They wanted to get her out the way so they can bring in the big hoof gal, the big hoof market woman. For she get authorization for her crookedness too. Me say that the Integrity Commission said this woman needed to be prosecuted and have charges laid against her. Charges laid against her. See the ruling from the Integrity Commission here. See there. They might chat about how much if you get charged. Let me read a little bit of this. It says the Integrity Commission's Director of Corruption Prosecution has, pursuant to the provisions of the Integrity Commission Act, inclusive of the aforementioned Section 54, subsection 3B, and Section 54, subsection 4 of the Act, and sections of Section 34, subsection 1A and 1B reviewed the subject investigation report and has ruled that upon careful consideration, it was determined that Ms. Marissa Dalrymple Philibert should be charged for 4 counts of breach of Section 15, subsection 1B of the Parliament Integrity of Members Act 1973 for making a false statement in a statutory declaration for the periods ending December 31st, 2015, February 25th, 2016, December 31st, 2016, and December 31st, 2017. It was also determined that Mrs. Marissa Dalrymple Philibert should be charged for 4 counts of breach of Section 43, subsection 2A of the Integrity Commission Act 2017 for making a false statement in a statutory declaration for the periods ending December 31st, 2018, December 31st, 2019, September 3rd, 2020, and December 31st, 2020. The report of investigation is hereby submitted for dispatch to the Clerk of the House of Parliament for tabling, with sections redacted to protect against likely prejudices to the intended prosecution. You hear what the Integrity Commission say? 4 counts. That thief and crooked gal, wicked woman, but yet them carry her back come in there. She go off court, them charge her, she pay 900,000 Jamaican dollars as part of her sentence, I guess. 900,000 Jamaican dollars, that's like little over 5,000 US dollars. And what them a do now? Them a champion her to come back in the fold. Criminal them bringing back into the party. Well, the party is being run by a goddamn criminal. We all know that. It is being run by a criminal. So, yeah. We know. But Jesus, me say, them bring him back. Dirty thief and crooked, wicked, abusive man. Mr. Wrong. And then them a bring back this convicted felon, Philibert. The whole JLP party is being run and is full of nothing but criminal. And them a support, all of them a support her return back to the party. May not understand. You know, to take the words of our illustrious Damon Crawford. Let's say together, family, what can go so? What can go so? It is just ridiculous. It is absolutely just ridiculous. Let me come back here now and welcome all my new ones that have joined me since I've started. My dear, wonderful people. Ronald B., thank you for being here, my love. I appreciate you so very much. Echo, hey, haven't seen you in a while. How you doing, family? Welcome. I appreciate you being here. Kingman. Kingman of the first year here because his name Condrew. He is a con man. Kingman. Condrew is him name Condrew Colmes Hopeless. Condrew. Welcome, Kingman. If it's your first time being here, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me. Hit up the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure when you subscribe and hit all, so when we push out my head again, when we get notified, so I come push out my head and blaze on fire. Iona Davis, welcome, darling. Thank you for being here. First time seeing you too. Welcome. Join the family. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Did this woman steal anything or she was charged for something she didn't do? Which woman you talking about? Dalrymple Filbert? The woman thief like a jankro. She thief like a jankro and she did not declare her assets. She lied on her declarations, her statutory declarations. She lied, and the Integrity Commission fined her out. Hence the reason for the charges. Me just read how many times her, when they're investigating and going over her statutory declarations, me read how many times them, the Integrity Commission tell you say she thief and she lie. And that's part of the reason why she had to step down as Speaker of the House. That part, and the part said that Condrew wanted to push in Big Hoof wife in the position so she can get authorization to continue with her crookedness and thievery. So yes, Iona Davis, she did steal from the coffers. She lied about her income and her assets, and then catch her in her lie, and then prosecute her. Okay? That's what I'm gonna say. People, we can't just sit down on our laurels and let this nonsense continue. We can't do it. We have to fight back. And part of fighting back is voting. Part of the fight and the fight back is we have to vote. I don't business if you don't want say, well, the two party are the same. Give the other side. And again, let me just put this out there. I am neither orange PNP or green Labourite. I am black, green, and gold Jamaican. And I am all about Jamaica and the betterment of Jamaica. And most especially Jamaican women. May want to see protection of Jamaican women. And me begging the women in Parliament to start talk, dance, and chant on behalf of women and girls. I'm working on a research project, I'm working on a research project about human trafficking in Jamaica. Because it has to be something of that order why so many women and girls are disappearing and then nobody find them and there's nothing heard of them after the alarm go out said them disappear and then gone. So many. And I'm working on getting experts to come on when I finish my research to come enlighten my people, enlighten my family. But in the meantime, I say people, I want you to register to vote to help change the trajectory of the way Jamaica is going. I want y'all to go out and register to vote. The voting registration list comes out May 31st of this year, 2025. And if you register up until then, your name will be on the list. Please, my family, I beg of you, go out and register to vote. Carry somebody with you. Any old person in your community that don't have transportation and is not so steady on their feet. As long as they're cognizant and they know what they're talking about, they can sign their name, and even if they can't sign their name, they know how to put X. And they can read and understand, carry them, go register to vote, please. So when them call the election in September of this year, September of 2025, this year, in a matter of months, is when we're supposed to have our general election. Gonna go back out and vote. Go stick on a finger in the ink. Go stick on a finger in the ink and vote. Vote out the corrupted people them in there. Vote in somebody else And we have to, by all means, put our strength behind. And whoever you vote for, just hear me out. Hold their backside to every campaign promise they come out with. Me don't want to hear nothing more about road and water. None of that foolishness. Because they're promising us road and water for Wapikill Phillip, and all know we have thousands and thousands of homes and where people live that don't have running water. Our local roads look like craters. They're not, they have, none of them have done anything as far as roads, giving us good roads and giving us running water in our homes. We have to hold their feet to the fire, whomever you vote and put into office. Circle back. Give them a certain period of time. Circle back. Give them a year and circle back. And if they see where none of their campaign promises are coming to fruition, find yourself in an office. Find yourself and your family and your community in an office and say, what go on? Find yourself in their office. We have to hold the people accountable. All right? We have to. Because you have to. Voting is your voice. I'm telling you that all the time. Mr. Voting is your voice, and let your voices be heard. Don't let them come and tell you all kind of foolishness and give you $5,000 on a box lunch. And then get you to vote for them and then nothing. Because remember, they come to buy your vote and they buy it with $5,000 on a box lunch. So they figure once they get your vote, they already paid you for your vote. They don't have to answer to you for anything else. Don't let that happen. Don't let it happen. And I know some people say, yes, take their money and take them box lunch and vote them out. No, you're messing with your integrity when you do that now. You're messing with your integrity. Vote for yourself. Vote for your family. Vote for your generations to come. Put out the corruption. Vote out the corruption. Vote out the crookedness. And whoever we put into office, hold their feet to the fire. Hold their feet to the fire, because we cannot let them get away with it. It cannot continue. All right, my family. Thank you all so very much for joining me this Sunday afternoon. I hope you don't eat coconut rice and peas on an oxtail or on a brown stew chicken. And it's getting ready to go sit down and have some. Me not cook no rice and peas today. Today's a chill day for me, and sun shining, and there's no rain out there. I'm going out to go outside to go enjoy myself and get me some natural vitamin D and come back later on and finish up my leftovers from yesterday, because yesterday was a good day and a good dinner day. Leftovers of honey garlic chicken and corn on the cob and broccoli. So yes, my loves. Thank you all so very much for joining me this afternoon. I appreciate y'all so very much. And again, tap up the like button for me, share out the live for me, and by all means, subscribe to this channel and help it grow. I do appreciate y'all so very much. Me love you, Me love you like sweet potato pudding, me darling people. People, family, walk good here. Peace and love. One perfect love, everybody, because guess what? I gone. Take it easy, everybody.